Guys, this is the last lesson of new material for this year. This is the last lesson for Unit 10, and we're going to be looking at surveys. Have you ever taken a survey or been in a survey, or when the teacher says, "Who wants to do this?" or "Whose favorite candy is this?" or "What's your favorite dog?" and you're raising your hand? Those are surveys. And so a lot of times people will feel out, say, what an entire school or an entire state or an entire country is thinking by just asking some people. And those some people are called a sample space. Now, there's some rules that go with those some people. And so we'll be looking at that in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get started with some definitions. A population, for example, you could talk about the population of Kane Middle School. Population is the entire group. So we could do say Kane Middle School or the state of Texas or the United States of America. A sample is just part of that group. Because if I wanted to say take a survey, say for Kane Middle School or the entire country, it's really difficult to ask every single person. So you ask a sample group and allow that sample group to represent that entire population. So samples should be, it has to be a random sample. Random means I can't ask a specific group of people to get a specific answer, especially if it's an answer I want. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. It also has to be an unbiased sample. So, unbiased means that a person is going to lean a certain way, whether it's true or not. The best example I could think of is a mother with her baby or a grandmother with her grandchild. And they'll say, "It is the cutest baby in the world." Well, there's a lot of cute babies, but their baby is the cutest. And they will tell you that that is the truth 100% because they are biased. They're leaning towards what is true for them to be true for everybody, even though it's not. Okay, so we have to make sure we ask people that aren't going to be biased. And so to do that, we need to ask random people, not certain people that we pick. All right, so an example they gave was asking football players what their favorite sport is. Well, there's a really good chance they're going to say football. So we can't just ask the football players. So that would be not random to ask them, and that would be very biased to ask them. Okay, so here's some examples, and we're going to look at it and just talk about it. Okay, here's an example. Samantha wants to know the favorite restaurant of the residents of her town. To find out, she stands outside Rawhide Steakhouse and asks every fifth person to leave the restaurant. Is this random? Well, to do every fifth person is random, but not standing outside of a certain restaurant. So, no, it's not. It's very specific to that restaurant. So if I like that steakhouse, I'm probably going to be eating there. If I don't like that steakhouse, I'm probably not going to be eating there. So it was too specific. She shouldn't be standing out in front of a restaurant to ask that question. Is it unbiased? No. Again, if I'm eating there, I'm going to be biased to it. If you ask me, I'd tell you like on the border or but don't ask me at on the border if this is my favorite restaurant. In fact, a lot of the people there are going to say, yes, that's my favorite restaurant. What would be a better method for her to use? Well, the every fifth person is a good idea, but she needs to go somewhere else. So maybe go on social media and send out a blast to social media and say, hey, everybody, what's your favorite restaurant? So let's just go ahead and do social media. That's random. Okay. Example number 2. Thomas wants to find out which sport the seventh grade class likes best. Which group should he survey so his results represent the entire seventh grade population? Should he ask the basketball team? No, because there's a really good chance they're going to say basketball. How about the girls' volleyball team? No, I'm not going to ask them. His homeroom class that only has 25 kids. Maybe, but sometimes the group, and that's a possibility, but sometimes those kids in those classes are grouped because of athletics and the way those class grades are. So the most random way, the most unbiased way would be D, randomly selected at lunch, like maybe every fifth person in line or something like that. Okay, let's look at this dot plot. This is Lane stood outside the school and asked seventh and eighth graders how many hours they slept last night, and the results are shown. So is this a random sample and unbiased? Yes, she's standing out front for whoever walks in the front door. What is the median? Well, again, we could go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, and then we know we're already going to be in 9. So what is the median? 9 hours. I wish all of our kids got 9 hours of sleep a night, but I think y'all sleep a lot less than that. Is there an outlier? Well, there really isn't. There isn't anybody that's out there at 15 hours or at 0 hours. So it's pretty spread 10, 11, 12, 5, 6, 7. So that's me a no on that one. What is the range? So we're going to take the highest number. We're going to subtract the lowest number that has a dot over it, and we get 7. So 7 hours. Okay. So again, one thing that wasn't covered in these notes is when you're taking a sample, if I want to know what you have to be random when you ask, but you don't want to be too random. For example, if I wanted to know the favorite sport at Kane Middle School, I would not go to Town East Mall and ask people in Town East Mall what the favorite sport at Kane Middle School is. That's too random because they don't know. Okay, I just thought I'd throw that in there because it wasn't covered in the notes. But anyway, you're awesome. Practice now and ask questions if you need anything. You're going to be awesome. I'll see you later. Bye bye.